Hi, I'm Zeffy from I'm Zeffy and I Love to Scrap. Today I have a gatefold album that I'd like to share with you. It's a rather chunky gatefold album because it's chock-a-block full of memories. Most of the papers in this mini are from Pink Paislee, with the exception of one or two that I'll show you in the course of the little demonstration. This front paper I don't think is Pink Paislee. In fact, I don't remember what this is, so please excuse me. I've used ribbons from the wedding because I went to South Africa for my sister's weddings and it was a surprise. I think she decided within 8 weeks that she was going to get married, so it was out of the program, but we went anyway. I have used an old shoe strap here to hold the mini together, which I have attached on this bottom elastic, and it comes up like this, and the other piece just goes round diagonally and gets tucked in. It's glued on the back page and it's tucked in under the last paper. I cut denim with my Big Shot. These are the Tim Holtz alterations florals. What is it? The tattered florals, and this is Build a Flower from Sizex. So let's begin. It is full of photos already, so here we are. A ZA journey. People call me ZA, and ZA is the international abbreviation for South Africa. So I thought that was quite corny actually. I have a lot of journaling in this mini, and a lot of pockets because I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to put in here. So the first page is just about the journey. This is a proteas that were in my bedroom when I arrived, and I just printed out 2 photos and cut the one out so it's a little bit 3D. There's a pocket here. I have embossed, quite a lot of emboss with Zing. The Zing embossing powder, let me just see the color. Oh, can't see that. Oopsie, sorry, it's butter. Okay, I think I need to keep the book down. I'll lift it up. What happened is I wanted these little gates to be quite close together, and then I wanted this section of the gate to hold this one closed. But because the book is big and falls apart, it doesn't quite work. In fact, I think this whole book needed a different kind of binding. Anyway, one lives and learns. Next time. This is cut with a Tim Holtz border dies, and it just swivels up like this. I have a little pocket here with some photos, and then opens here. I've done folios, little pockets on either side with folios. This in fact has a little ribbon that goes over it. I cut the flowers and I showed the girls how to do these flowers on my Ustream channel. Unfortunately it is in Greek, but if anyone's interested in knowing, just drop me a note and I'll definitely let you know how. Maybe even do a tutorial on it again. This is notes from today. This is just how we were preparing. We had gone to a resort and the wedding was held at a resort. So most of the prep was done there. Party favors and such like. This was the name of the resort. This was the entrance poster at the entrance, which I photographed and cut out and used as an embellishment. The little bird here, it's a starling, was sitting on top of a statue, and my husband photographed it and I printed it on matte paper and used it as an embellishment. I have found that the matte photos work a lot better in minis because they tend to get less scratched. This is countdown paper from Pink Paislee, and this is them at the entrance of the hotel, and I call it the final countdown. It was their second marriages, so it was quite touching. This was a statue in the garden, and the little bird was sitting on top of it, and we took a photo of it, and I've just printed it on matte paper and then put a plastic pocket at the back of it so it keeps my little folio in there. It's quite a big folio. This is the only place I have for 10 by 15 photos, and this is basically just 2 pieces of cardboard that I've stuck together, and then I've scored the next page over here at about 1 centimeter so that this can turn. Really quite simple and quite effective. A nice rub on over there. That's Val with her 2 boys ready to go to church. This has a photo turn and just some photos of us before the event, with a photo at the back of her, at the back, and some journaling there. There's a pocket at the back of this photo mat, you see, and with a photo turn here. Next page. This over here is a little concertina book. This is Prima paper, just of the day before the wedding and the walk we went on and the chat we had, so it's really quite personal. She had ordered tiny wedding cakes and she had them in corrugated boxes, so I've used a little bit of corrugated cardboard there just as a little bit of a memento. This is her husband waiting at the church hugging his daughter, and this is just a little stack of die cuts, nestability die cuts, and in fact I'd really envisaged this a lot different. I might even redo this. I actually wanted a big red flower on here. I may redo this. I'm a little bit tired of the album at this stage, but I will look at it again in the new year and maybe change it a tiny little bit. I then have Bo Bunny papers, this here and this and that, and little die cuts of Bo Bunny. The music notes are 7 Gypsies. The groom loves his music. He lives for music, so there was music everywhere. Little folio with photos in the pockets, and then likewise on this side, and then this just pops open over here. I want to show you this little flower that's getting squashed on the side here. I've just used old vintage paper and a bit of chipboard at the back for that. I just used the broken china ink and a bit of glossy accents on that. Very simple. I have left pockets here for me to put in my receipts from things I bought, and in the front there's another pocket for our airline tickets and so forth. I have decided though that the pockets really don't work so well. I think that's why all the girls use paper bags, because they're much more accessible than this is just an envelope that I've stuck in here between the papers, but I find it doesn't really open so much, so I'm not very happy with it. I think I may need to do a second video. Another thing I wanted to do, I wanted the album to be uniform as it was open. I wanted everything to look nice together. For instance, if you turn it here, you still have it looking nice. So I wanted the papers to all match up, even like when it's open like this. I picked up the bit of green here, and then the little bit of green in her bouquet over there. So I wanted it to be very much the same. This is another little envelope that I made, almost like the My Road envelopes, but it's just homemade. I did that on my Ustream channel as well. It's Zeffy Scraps. Unfortunately I'm going to stop now, and then I'll continue with another video. Thank you.